at Chingford School Foundation. You can hear the sort of echoey sound around me in this vast hall, which at the moment is laid out with loads of these Formica tables and plastic chairs because it doubles up as a catering area at the moment as well. Basketball hoops all round the hall, and if I look out the open doors to my right, I can see across this area of northeast London, which borders on Essex. Beautiful and green round here. Great history in this area as well. Queen Victoria had a hunting lodge here on the edge of Epping Forest. Queen Victoria, sorry.
It's Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, it was Queen Elizabeth.
She founded it, yes.
Thank you very much. I've got a teacher here to put me right. So there is great history in this part of the world, and there's amazing sporting history as well, which we will come to in a moment, because this is the school where Harry Kane kind of began his footballing career. It is the school that helped hone him into the man he is now. And not too far away, the football pitch that he used to steam around as a youngster. And Mark, the man who was correcting me there, thank goodness, Mark Leadon is Harry Kane's old PE teacher. He's now assistant principal at Chingford Foundation School as well. You've been here a good few years, have you, Mark?
1995. A long time.
You don't look old enough. Crikey. The years of schooling, not even etched on your face, but I bet you've seen a few come and go.
Yes, we're really proud of our sporting history. Obviously, Harry Kane, we're talking about today. David Beckham, before I came here, used to participate at Chingford as well. So we're very, very proud that we've had two England captains. Other people that have come through us, Dwight Gale, Newcastle United at the moment. We've had two international basketball players, Daniel Clark, Ella Clark. She also played for England netball. Daniel Fogg, first of all, between year 7 and 11, went to our sister school, South Chingford, and then went to the sixth form here to do A-levels, and he is an Olympic swimmer, or was an Olympic swimmer.
Sorry, what are you feeding these kids, Mark?
I think we're fortunate. We're in an area, a hotbed of sports in this part of London. We're in terms of football, we're kind of in the middle of Tottenham, Arsenal, West Ham from the Premier League, and that influence is obviously there for us in terms of the catchment area. We're lucky also that the primary school, the feeder schools that come here, they are traditionally very good at sports, and we've got great links with them. Our links with clubs over the years in all sports outside, you've heard from Ridgeway Rovers, but we've got a number of other clubs in all sports that we kind of try to get as many students as possible to play.
And there is the obvious thing that you can only be what you can see, and if kids at this school have seen these sports people come through the ranks and reach the top of their game, then that is so inspirational. I want to play you something. We played this for Mr. McGillicott earlier. I don't know if you heard it, so it's worth playing again to you, because our man John Murray was talking to Harry Kane yesterday, and he asked him about his time in Chingford all those years ago. Have a listen.
On the morning of the match, we're going to be broadcasting from, I think, your old school, Chingford Foundation.
Yeah,
and we're going to have Mark Leadon. And Dennis McGillicott on.
He's still there, is he?
Yes, still there. He's going to be on in the morning. So, what would you have a message for those two?
No, obviously, two of my teachers. It was years ago now, but obviously that was kind of my journey, my first early stages playing school football. They was a big part of that. So, Thanks for all their support. Thanks for everything they've done. Hopefully, them and the school are behind us, and hopefully we can do a good job tomorrow night and make them all proud.
And how do you think they'll remember you? I hope you weren't a naughty boy.
I don't think so. I was pretty good in school, but obviously I enjoyed school a lot. I enjoyed playing school football with my mates, and I think it was a great learning experience for me growing up. Playing against different teams, being one of the better players in the team at the time. So, like I said, I'm sure there's young boys and girls in the school now growing up dreaming to one day be playing at Wembley and playing in a major tournament. So, hopefully they work hard and we can produce another great player from that school.
Yep, you're still here, Mark, aren't you?
Still here. I'll probably go out in a coffin. But things that I remember about Harry, very, very driven, really humble as well, dedicated in all the subjects, not just in PE, but if you asked any teacher, English, maths, science, whatever, he would always give 100%. And
if you saw a kid like him, obviously supremely talented, get a little bit big for his footballing boots, would he be soon sort of cut down to size in a school like this?
Yes.
In a nice way.
Yes. I think one of the things about Harry was absolute team player. Knew when to pick a pass. Didn't try to beat 5-6 players. He got everyone involved. Technically very, very gifted. I think what we've also found, just going back to some of the players that we've developed, is that it's not just the past. We've got Brian Gallett, who came through here, who's now at Crawley. Rio Griffiths, who's making his trade in Leadon, went to Tottenham, then has since been gone abroad. So, we've hopefully in the future we'll have a few more names as well.
Oh, I bet you will.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll talk to a couple of kids from the school a bit later. Who knows? Maybe their names will be etched on some of those photos that you've got outside in the sort of hall, the corridor of glory. What about the fact that he hasn't had the best tournament so far? Psychologically, how do you think he'll be dealing with that kind of pressure? Because he can't ignore it. It's there.
I think, from my point of view, there's an old saying that form is temporary and class is permanent. And the people saying that he should be dropped, absolutely no way. He'll come good, and all players go through lean patches. But if he's not scoring a goal, he gets involved in play, links play really, really well. No one needs to say to him, what do you need to do? He'll be absolutely focused and determined to win for England. Whether he scores or someone else, it won't matter to him.
Yeah, well, I think, as you say, that is the measure of the man. Thank you so much. You've said you've cancelled a leadership meeting that normally happens on a Tuesday tonight.
Well, not me, that's Jane. Yeah.
She's the top dog here.
That's
okay,
right.
But you'll be relieved about that, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
There's no way that meeting could have gone ahead. I want to know what else people have cancelled tonight to make sure they get back home or to a pub or in front of a telly or even just close to a radio for this game later tonight. 85058 at BBC 5 Live to get in touch with this morning. Mark Leadon, thank you for everything you've done in producing these phenomenal players here as well over the years.
No, it's not just me.
You've really got a magic touch. All the very best from Chingford Foundation School. Rick, it's 8:15.